doing the walk behind. You don't want to do the walk behind and wave to your family back home, but you do
Yeah.
it anyway, and you get yelled at by a security guard.
What's up, Dad Hat Crew, and welcome to another episode of the Dad Hat Chronicles podcast. Now, this week, we are going to finish my conversation with Brian Wilson. He is the merchandise director with the Durham Bulls. On this episode, okay, we talked about baseball winter meetings. We talked about differences between certain brands that he uses to order merchandise, jerseys, things like that for not just the Durham Bulls, but also the Holly Springs Salamanders and that other team, right? The third team, which now we know is the Greenville Yard Gnomes, right? So there's three teams, three different dynamics, right? Because they're totally different teams, right? So we go into all of that and we discuss how he approaches it, the people that he works with, and again, the baseball winter meetings as far as what that entails, right? Because there's two different winter meetings that took place in 2023, one in Vegas, one in Nashville, and which one is more fan friendly, which one is not. So, guys, so without further ado, I'll give you the episode. You're like sleeping, Mom. I'll do it later.
No, make it even more fun. On my off time, I'm actually a team manager of a youth hockey team.
Jeez, man.
That's a lot of fun. Shout out to the Raleigh Raptors.
That's amazing, though, because that's fun. Like, you're just coaching at that point, and it's hockey. Hockey is so much fun to watch.
Oh, man. I have a 8-year-old playing. I have my 13-year-old plays. We go all over the Southeast. We've been to Toronto last year to play. Ooh, that was real life hockey right there for a 12-year-old going to Toronto to play.
That's different up there.
That was different life. They learned really quick what hockey is, man. Wow. But it's our spare time, and our kids, we have 3 boys and all 3 played, I have 2 that played baseball, all 3 played hockey. So it's just so much fun to get there, watch them go out and have fun.
I'm sure you're aware of this, but like they're bringing this massive complex now, hockey complex. That's going to be huge.
Man. Yeah. From what I understand, it's 4 sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
it's an Olympic size. I think it is.
One of them's going to be Olympic, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know but it's basically they're trying to bring, or they are bringing an academy.
Yeah, they are.
But with hockey, it's all about juniors. The junior Hurricanes have a USP, a team along with their youth program. But yeah, that's going to, not only that, but it's going to open up so much ice time in the Raleigh area. Raleigh is growing exponentially with ice hockey, both male and female. Like, for instance, Saturday morning, I'll be at the rink at 6:30 with my 8-year-old. And then as soon as we finish with that, my 13-year-old, we have to drive up to Roanoke to play for a weekend of games. But yeah, we're at the rink at 6 a.m., sometimes till 6 p.m.
I love it. But you wouldn't have it any other way.
No, not any other way. And then baseball will start in March.
I love it. So let me ask you, because we've talked, obviously when I go to the store, I stop and say hi and we talk. But you tell me that your relationship with other merchandise managers, right? Like, do you sit down and do you discuss? So it's like, all right, give him, like when you said you give them ideas and talk about your design and all that. How is that? Like, you guys share? Do you go with people to to meetings as far as merchandising is concerned? How do you do that?
Absolutely. So up until COVID, every year at the baseball winter meetings, there would be a trade show, a giant trade show. And that's where we would do a lot of our buying for the season. And most merch directors would be there. And I can tell you that I learned more about my job either at the trade show with other vendors and merch directors, or honestly, after sitting in the hotel lobby, talking to 10 or 12 every night. And I learned so much about what other people do and how I should not just be a merchandiser, but be a leader and be a manager to my team. Now I'm up to a staff of 25. I have one full-time employee, Emily, who is amazing. And then the rest are seasonal employees. And they, I learned how to really treat employees well by talking to other merchandise directors and how they would have people stay for years and years and years because you treat them right. It doesn't necessarily have to always be pay, but if you treat somebody with respect and positive reinforcement, it just makes for a great working environment. But then, like, we go back to the 47, I would go up there. There's most of the time it's a group of us. So there'll be a group of 3 or 4 of us at the same time, and we're all in the same conference room with these giant TVs, and one has a Mud Hens hat, one has a Clippers hat, one has a Bulls hat. And, oh, I like that. How do you do that? Oh, I like, and we just sit there and, basically just pick each other's brains about their product. And what would you do, Craig? Craig, look at this shirt. What do you think? Should I change the logo? Should I change the color scheme? And you get this other input from not necessarily in your immediate team, because believe it or not, we all think we're the best.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, as you should, right?
So, getting that other input from an outside source who knows, what you're trying to do, you can't replicate that. And we're so blessed to be able to have such a great working environment with the other merch directors that will do that. And it's not a competition. It's a competition, about, because we're all on different teams and we want to be the best, but we want each other to do really well. So yeah, they're going to give you the ideas. Hey, this shirt's selling out for me. You need to do this. This, for instance, the big one this year was the big fan chains.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was at a trade show in January and we saw the fan chains and we got those licensed and only a couple of us did it. And we just sold those like hotcakes. They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. I love them. You go to every
massive,
massive chain around the neck with the giant logo. And that was a conversation with a couple other merch directors. Should we do this?
And you're like, yep, let's go ahead. Let's try it out.
Now, there's also been some duds that way, too. It's not always perfect. Yeah, there's been some great duds that I've been a part of.
And you're like, oh, not anymore. Learn that lesson.
I did have someone ask me about that. Like, what do you think doesn't work well? And I try hard not to remember those things. It's getting easier. It's getting easier with age. But it's really true. Like, if it's not working, get it out.
Just
do what you have to do to get it out of here. Don't let it be a part. You missed it. You're going to miss something all the time. Get it out and move on to something else that'll work better. But people ask me, well, what didn't work? I don't know. I
don't know because I literally just erased it out of my my head on purpose.
On purpose. Yes.
Interesting. I love that. That's intriguing. That because no one really answers. Like, okay, so what goes good for you guys? What goes well? But like, there's the other side of that. It's like there's been some duds. There's some that just doesn't work out. So it happens. It really does happen
every year. It happens. There's a clearance rack for a reason.
And I will visit the clearance rack. I
do too. I go to other stores. I can't.
So do I.
My wife makes fun of me so much because I can't do it. I can't buy stuff for myself.
I will go to the clearance store.
Just go to the clearance rack. I'm good there.
Yep. I'll be happy. I'm okay with this. Like, is it on sale? Yes. Okay. Then we can talk.
I think it looks great on me.
Yes, absolutely. And that's how it goes. I tell my wife all the time, I'm not buying, when it comes to clothing, full price, not going to happen.
Not happening.
That's how it goes.
But I don't want exactly.
I love it. Well, I will though, get a Durham Bulls hoodie at full price just because you gotta have a hoodie, right? Like, I mean, that's just part of
you gotta have a hoodie.
You have to. And you have some good ones. I'm looking at a 47 run right now, as a matter of fact, on your site. See, I literally have your site on the right now.
That is a great one. Wait till you see what's coming in February.
I cannot wait.
The one thing that's really cool about this, we do have to order so far in advance with a lot of things, but then it's like you get it in after 10 months and it's, oh man, I forgot about how cool that looks.
I was like, oh yeah.
And, I can't. Oh yes, I'm definitely taking that home today.
A lot of your gear, like, is it hard for you not to take gear with you? Because like Mine getting this one too.
My first couple of years, yeah.
It's gotten easier and easier over the
It's
years.
gotten easier. For me, honestly, it's more like, oh, I want to get that for my kid. My kid's gonna love that, or my wife's gonna love that, or I'll get this for my friends. For me, the closet's getting full.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a lot of jerseys, a lot of T-shirts.
Yeah,
And
a
obviously,
lot of staff polos, and
I
I
was
love
just
it.
gonna say the staff polos is where is that?
I love it though. It's just a row, and I love every second of that.
I love wearing polos.
Mm-hmm.
Love them.
Polos and khaki shorts. That's what my wardrobe is.
But it's the uniform of minor league baseball.
It is. It is. We changed this year for the first time and had black shorts, and no one knew. For the ones that have been around a while, we didn't know what to do. We were like, we just have piles of khaki shorts. We're like, oh, we gotta go shopping. What is this about?
Like, what is happening here?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to do. Can I trade these in?
I was like, do I have to? I mean, because I'm a little comfortable.
It was an adjustment, but I actually grew to love it.
Really?
I did. First thing is you spill stuff on black shorts. It's not bad. And then to go right back to the beginning, sports turfus or things you get that when you go out on the tarp doesn't show so much on black shorts.
Yeah, and it doesn't come off also.
It does. Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So I'm telling you. By the way, I'm not kidding though. I will go there and work with you a full day. This
is happening. I'm going to write it on my board behind me here as soon as we're done. Ed is working a day shift.
I love it. I'm there like white on rice. You don't even know. So, Brian, is there anything that I have not asked you, or do you want to talk about it when it comes to this? Because, like I said, I could talk. Hats. So let me ask you this, because this is so you work with 47, you work with New Era. Does that work? Is that different as far as like the design process with New Era than it is with 47 or even OT Sports?
Yeah, it's really two entirely different frames of mind, really.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the on-field. The on-field is a one whole category. Time frame is about the same, especially when you're talking with New Era is the official on-field.
Yeah.
So anything we do with a special theme night hat that goes with one of our theme night jerseys, you're looking almost 18 months in advance now.
Mm-hmm.
We are really we're looking at 25.
Wow.
This off season right now for headwear, we're looking at 25 to make sure it's ready to go for that season. 24 had to be done last off season.
That's wild.
They're both great in working with. The reps, the people that we work with at both companies are amazing. Mm-hmm. Nick, who's our guy for New Era, I've known him for 12, 15 years. Do anything. If they can make it happen, they will. The biggest difference, I would say, it's not so much, they're both hats. They both have things that are similar, but it's a different style.
Yeah. Oh, what? Totally different.
It's a totally different style. So people who are certain things that New Era have are not the 47 fan base so much. Yep. There's obviously intermingle, but the 5950, the 3930 stretch fit, those are totally different types of cap. It's really it's a different fashion. It's a different look. Your person who's looking specifically to wear on field. Mm-hmm. That is our New Era, our company, and they're great for that. OT Sports, they are our official jersey on field uniform, not just complete uniform. They do all of our replica uniforms. They do a lot of they're into apparel now. They're not necessarily headwear. Outdoor Cap does a lot of headwear as well. OT I was there today, actually, at 3:00. I've been there twice this week. They're over in Burlington. The great thing about them, not only is their customer service phenomenal, their product is amazing. Their on-field product is great. Their replica jerseys are basically the authentic jerseys, just a different cut. Mm-hmm. Made in the USA.
Yep.
Made in North Carolina.
Yeah, right there in Burlington.
Which right there in Burlington. So if there's things we need that are a little more rushed, then, we can get them. For us, that's great. But they take care of the people in, the Northeast just as much as they take care of the Durham Bulls. They are the official Durham Bulls Ballpark Corner Store sponsor now, and they're great to work with. But
that's amazing.
Outdoor Cap is, again, They're a great vendor. We also use Zephyr.
Yeah.
They're the official for the Coastal Plain League is Zephyr. And then we all, there's Nike. We can get a little for the nice thing about CPL. We're a little more open what we can use right now. So, we used to be able to use Nike, a headwear. We can't really anymore, at least not yet. A lot of changes, I think, are coming on vendor sides. But yeah, the big three for us, Bim Ritter also has headwear, and they're able to get it to us very, very quickly. They saved us really in 21 when nobody could get things back. They saved a lot of teams from having very empty head walls.
That's a key, right? Because 47 at one point was so backed up. New Era was so backed up, and so you have these companies, right? OT Sports, Ben Ritter, right? They're like, all right, well, we'll hang it out. Let's do this. Zephyr, same thing. I was like, no, we'll help out. Let's talk.
I was very surprised. They're a great hat.
Oh yeah.
When I didn't realize, I went to for a hockey tournament. We went to Nashville, and my son wanted to go to the store in Predators. He wanted to get a hat. Their whole hat wall was Zephyr. I was, that's pretty cool. 2 days later, I'm in Las Vegas for the baseball fall meetings. We go to the Vegas Golden Knights game, and the exact same thing. They're all Zephyr. I was like, okay, these are top notch hats here.
They're making a come up. Absolutely.
Yeah, they are.
Let me ask you, because you said something that I want to touch on, because now baseball meetings, and then we'll go into my famous, not so famous questions, I promise. But with the baseball winter meetings and fall meetings are totally different.
Totally different.
Interesting.
The fall meetings are what's very similar to what used to be the minor league baseball promotional seminar.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar to that. There's no more trade show, at least not at this point.
Right.
OT Sports, when that happened, started small regional trade shows. We actually hosted one where they go around the country, do about 5 or 6, and you bring about 15 teams into your stadium, and you do basically a fast with 10 to 12 vendors. But there's no big trade show for us anymore. The winter meetings, which used to be both major league and minor league, everybody, it's a lot less minor league. It's just meetings, league meetings for the executives, and that's about it. No, so it's just a toned down one, and that just happened after COVID. I miss it. For a lot of reasons. The trade show, the camaraderie with the minor league teams, getting to be with the major league teams. I don't know if you've ever been to the winter meetings, but
I've been trying to get to one. I almost went this year, but I was like, I couldn't just.
It was so cool because you'd walk into these giant hotels like in Nashville, and every sports center would have a setup, and baseball, MLB Network would have a setup, and Fox Sports, and all these famous people that you never see are just walking around, players, GMs, just walking around, and you can be a little bit of a fan, not too much, but a little bit of a fan, like, Tony La Russa's right there. That's so cool. And get to meet a lot of the major league people you work with via email or things like that. I missed that part of it. And hang out with the vendors for 4 days. We would also have a business seminar, and that was the free seminars where we would all have different topics. Merchandise was great because we'd all do seminars, and different merch directors would host seminars. And not only were they great to get some ideas, they were great for new merch directors to learn not just the basics, but to learn what other people are doing. And like I said, I learned so much those first couple of years on what to do and what not to do. And we miss those. I hope that comes back someday.
So do I. I literally, I'm telling you, I almost went this year. Next year, I told my wife, I'm like, listen, I have some serious fear of missing out right now. Like I'm watching Major League, Network, and I'm like, I want to be there right now.
Yep.
But what was the difference between Nashville and Vegas then? Because those were two totally different.
Totally different. The one in Vegas was more like what the winter meetings used to be for us. A lot of seminars, best practices, things like that.
Less fanfare.
Yeah, more about the business of baseball versus the business of baseball players.
Okay.
And then obviously the league meetings and the winter meetings. But for us, that was more best practices, seminars with your colleagues. And that was great. So that brought back half of it, like where you can learn. Now we just got to get a trade show and we'll be back to normal.
I love it. So let's say that someone like myself or a fan wants to go. Your suggestion would be like the actual, like what happened in Nashville.
Yeah, it's a lot more closed off. At least it used to be. Like you would see fans walking around the hotels and stuff, but as far as the ones they're looking for, you didn't see them. You didn't see a lot of players very much. You'd see managers a little bit and GMs, but they're kind of closed off to themselves. But yeah, when they would be doing the interviews and things like that on the TV decks, that was the best part.
I love it.
Doing the walk behind. You don't want to do the walk behind and wave to your family back home, but you do it anyway, and you get yelled at by a security guard.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to do it anyways.
I got away with it.
Yep. I'm here.
Sorry, my bad.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Didn't see that live cam.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that light supposed to mean that I was not supposed to walk by?
Oh,
I'll remember the next time.
Sorry. I won't do that again next year.
I love it. All right, my friend. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, so here we go. Would you rather be at the beach or mountain?
Mountain.
Love it.
I'm redheaded, man.
Can't get too much of the sun. If you go to the park, right? Let's say you're going as a fan, right?
Yep.
As a fan, what is your food and drink of choice?
Ooh. Okay, I'm going to get myself in trouble. Well, no. Definitely a hot dog guy.
Good man.
Definitely a hot dog guy. Are we talking beers here?
Sure, let's go for it.
Blue Moon.
Oh, I just had one tonight for dinner before I get here.
I'm going to get made fun of by my hockey coaches because they're all like crafty beer guys and they make fun of me.
Of course.
Or if I go home to Rochester, I get myself a Rohrbach blueberry.
Ooh, blueberry.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Interesting. Okay, that sounds delicious.
And then you got to throw fries in there. And
you always do.
I just had a pretzel. Shout out to the food and bev here at the DBAP. They're top-notch guys.
I love it. If you could have any wild animal as a pet, what would it be?
Penguin.
Wow, there was no hesitation there.
No hesitation. No hesitation.
I like it. That's
Emperor Penguin. Done.
Okay. Favorite cereal as a kid?
Crunch Berries.
Ooh, that's good.
Followed closely with the underrated Cocoa Krispies.
Really? Cocoa Krispies guy, huh?
Man, turns it into chocolate milk at the end.
Who doesn't like chocolate milk?
There you go.
I like it. Worst song ever.
Worst song ever.
Yes,
Can we pass on that one?
Absolutely.
I'll come back to it. Just got to give me a second.
What was your favorite school subject?
Social studies.
Interesting. Mine was
I was going to be a social studies teacher.
Okay.
There you go.
Like, I'm glad I wasn't, but that's what it was.
Yep.
Let's see here. Pick one. Going bungee jumping or skydiving?
Bungee jumping.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, at least there's something that's that right there.
I think skydiving they're very close, but I think bungee jumping, that whole getting down and going that split second of and go right back up.
Yeah. I think I'm going to hit that. Nope, never mind. I'm going right back up.
Never mind. Here we
go. If you can be in any movie, what movie would it be?
Star Wars.
Bro, you are
Empire.
You and me right here.
Empire.
I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
There. I am the resident Durham Bulls Star Wars nerd.
That's a good title to have. That is a good title to have. I also build Lego, so I have all of those helmets. The Star Wars Lego helmets. I have them all right here.
Nice. Yes.
So
my favorite time of the year is when we start designing the Star Wars uniforms.
So I'm getting one this year. I'm going to get one this year. A Star Wars.
I'll hold one off for you.
Yeah, let's do this. If you could be any fictional character, character, who would it be?
Fictional character.
Yep.
All right. Give me you know what? Oh, Tom Clancy books. Jack Ryan.
Oh, have you watched the ones on Amazon?
No,
You
I haven't
should.
yet. I work here so much. I don't get to watch a lot of TV.
I'm telling you, if you ever have a chance, I bet you don't. But
Get
if you
into
ever
those?
get into the Jack Ryan shows on, they're all there. The seasons, they're great,
Okay.
really good.
I'm in. That's my homework.
Have you ever regifted a gift?
Yes. That's what white
Okay.
elephants are for.
That's right. Absolutely. All right. The last question that I'm going to do here is a baseball trivia. So far, the two people that I've asked since I started doing this are O and Forever. So they have not, so 0 and 2.
Oh, hey, can I change the worst song ever to most overrated band ever?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm gonna cause a ruckus here.
I like it.
Nirvana.
Not a fan. Never been a fan of Nirvana. I'm with you there.
Huge Dave Grohl fan. Foo Fighters for life.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you there.
Nirvana's overrated.
You and me, my friend. You and me.
There we go.
Okay. And then so here's the question, okay? It's a trivia question. It's a baseball trivia question. I bought this pack at Marshall's. No,
right.
TJ Maxx. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna use it. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Who was the last manager of the Montreal Expos and the first manager of the Washington Nationals?
Oh man. Oh, I can picture him. I'm not gonna get it. I won't waste your time, but I can picture him in my head.
Frank Robinson. You knew it too, right? That's how it always goes. Oh, this has been a good series to add to my podcast. It's been
This is
great.
really good.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna be mad at myself for that one.
Yep. So last manager of the Expos, first manager of the Nationals, Frank Robinson. Brian, I've had an absolute blast, my friend. Thank you so much for doing this. Where can people find you, the team, on the socials?
Obviously, you can go to our Durham Bulls Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Our social media is best in baseball.
They're good.
Absolute
They're great.
Best. Shout out to Greeny. They are awesome. www.durhambulls.com/shop. Come get any of your merch. We're still shipping. We're going to ship right till December 23rd, or come out to the Ballpark Corner store. We're going to be here not only 11 to 5 every day, but during Woolly's Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, you are.
Definitely come out to see that through the end of the year. It is a lot of fun. You can go tubing in center field, go ride the train around the ballpark. Things you never thought you would do, but you can do when you do here at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park.
That's amazing. And
I highly recommend the hot chocolate. It is phenomenal.
I will be there Saturday. We bought tickets to go there. My daughter's been looking forward to the tubing, so we're very excited for that. We're very excited.
It is well worth it. It is a little more steep than you think it is, and you get some speed going pretty quick.
I like it. Love it. All right. Hey, Brian, we'll stay in touch again.
Absolutely.
But thank you for doing this, my friend.
Thank you very much. Hope you have a great holiday.
You as well.
Thanks.
Hope you guys enjoy that episode with Brian. Now make sure that please follow him on Instagram, on Twitter, wherever he's at. I put all this stuff in the description. Don't you worry. All you have to do is just click on it and then do that. Okay. But also follow the Durham Bulls, the Holly Springs Salamanders, the Greenville Yardnals. Follow all of them. Right. Everything is on the descriptions. And then you guys. Each team is different, right? You got the CPL, and then you also have minor league baseball. They're all different, right? But they're all cool. Why? Because it's baseball, right? So I hope you guys learned some cool things from Brian. I'm gonna try to get you guys more people like Brian that are giving us some good insight into what it's like to work in minor league baseball. All right. And also make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. Yes, even TikTok, Threads, all of that. That way you guys are always in the know when something is dropping. My YouTube channel, right? I'm putting a new video every day. That's right. Every day. We'll see how long I can keep this up. But so far, the whole month of January, I was golden. February, I'm pretty good. I'm putting one every day. All right. Now that I get all that crap out of the way, let's get you guys that joke of the episode, and here it is. Why did the boy bring a ladder to a chorus? He wanted to sing higher. All right. I'll see myself out, guys. And until then, please keep grinding and always support my legs. See ya.
This podcast is part of the Curved Brim Media Network. Here are some of the other members of Curved Brim Media.
I'm Paul Caputo, and on the Baseball by Design podcast, I talk to minor league baseball teams, designers, and other super interesting people about what these minor league baseball logos mean, and I talk a little bit about ice cream helmets.
What's up, Bucketheads? I'm Anna DiTomaso, and each week on the Baseball Bucket List podcast, I speak with a different fan about their favorite baseball memories, what the game means to them, and what's left to check off on their baseball bucket list.
Hey everyone, it's Eric from the great state of Kansas.
This is Johnny from the New Orleans Baby Cakes Memorial Museum.
And we are the Earn Fun Average podcast,
where we talk to a variety of guests about their love of baseball and have fun doing it.
America, lower your standards.
Average is what we do best.
This is Patrick
and Corey
of BaseballMapper.com, and we have made an interactive map to help highlight all baseball teams from the majors down to collegiate summer leagues.
We want to bring you closer to baseball. So get on the site and find a team near you today.
Hey guys, this is Patrick Larson from the Minor League Baseball Hat History Series. And in every episode, I go through the history of minor league teams through my personal collection of hats. You can find me on Twitter at @PatLarson1. I hope you guys enjoy.
Learn more about Curved Brim Media at curvedbrimmedia.com.